this video was made possible thanks to EA Creator Network. Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. Today we're building a little church, a Greek wedding venue. I'm not sure, it's a lot. The thought process of this build, it's a mess, but I will go into details about it a bit later. For now, I really want to thank everyone. This build, by the way, was built during stream, and a lot of people came and hung out with me and chatted, and they offered their input on how to improve it. And it just made me so happy. So I really want to thank them. And this build is better thanks to all of you. And if you haven't followed me on Tweets, I would love if you one day just came and hung out with me, just build together. Anyways, let's talk a bit about the build. Of course, the pack is a wedding pack, and you have to make wedding venues. And I've done wedding venues so many times in the past. I think I've done 3 of them. I really like it because it's kind of like planning your own wedding, but without spending the money, if you will, because I get to make Pinterest boards, I get to just have the whole inspiration about it, and then I get to build the wedding venue. And it's so fun to just have this whole inspiration board and pretty much create weddings, but just for multiple themes. And just a fun fact about me, in the past, as a kid or as a teenager, I really wanted to be a wedding planner or just an event planner. It wasn't something that my parents wanted me to do, so it's not something that I pursued, but I loved that as a kid, and I still do. So I really like making wedding venues. I just don't want to seem like a desperate chick who's so into weddings. So yeah, I don't know, I just stopped. But I really want to make a lot more. We need to do a Catholic church just for a good measure. And I really want to do a lot with this pack. But we started with a beach wedding venue. And I think I'm not the only person who is part of the creator network. And I'm sure I won't be the only person afterwards when the pack releases. Because if you've seen the word, there's this empty lot near the beach. And I know for the fact everyone here will make a wedding venue. And so many people are going to be so mad because they'll be like, I don't want a wedding venue here. I just want a cute little beats and whatnot. I'm so done by so many wedding venues. But yeah, I've seen a lot. And I'm really happy. And of course, when I saw it, when you see it, this is the perfect spot for a wedding. And I really wanted to make a wedding venue with a beach-themed wedding venue because it's not something that I did with Srilani, even though I was kind of inspired to do it. Anyways, moving on. The inspiration behind this wedding venue is, I am Greek, in case you didn't know. A lot of people come into my comments and ask, are you Greek? Yes, I am. I really hope that the accent wouldn't tell that. I don't know, at least I try not to. I don't know, I try to improve my accent, if you will. But anyways, that's not my point. That's besides the point. I live in Greece, and Greeks are Christians, but they are Orthodox Christians, which is the same but different from Catholic Christians. Now, don't come at me and ask me to explain the difference, because I don't know. What I know is that the churches are vastly different, and with all due respect to any Orthodoxies, but the churches really scare me. They make me have panic attacks, and it's not it. It's not it for me. However, here in Greece, and I'm sure this might be true for around the world, around the beaches and the islands, we have different churches. I don't know why, but it's a thing, and they have more of an island style. And I live near the beach, so we went before doing this build and before getting inspired to do what I did, we went into a little boardwalk. We moved into where we're currently living since, I want to say, October. And we didn't have time since then to just go on a walk around here because we constantly had to do other stuff. And if we had time, we just went somewhere else. So we just went around and I saw 2 churches like that. The one that I'm currently building, or I guess the one that I already built. And I was really inspired because I really like them. I think they're very different from what I'm used to, at least seeing. Of course, this is not true for everyone. So I really wanted to do a beach wedding venue that has a church, and it's not just, a beach one. And of course, the stereotypical Greek houses and island things is white and blue. I did not want to go with a stereotypical white and blue. For whatever reason, I went with pink. And now, I've said that before, and I will also say it in a build and buy review I will do the day the pack releases. I'm not happy with the colors of the build and buy items in this pack because you will see around the world, of course this world is Mediterranean themed. And you don't only have like the Greek colors, you have Italian, you have Spanish, you can see also some Moroccan elements. I'm not sure if it's exactly Moroccan, so don't quote me on that. It just has this vibe, if you will. I'm not an architectural expert. I'm the exact opposite. So I was quite surprised to see that around the world we have white and blue houses that resemble your stereotypical Greek houses, island houses specifically, but the assets in the game do not have that. The windows don't have a blue swatch. They have a green and a mint green. And I was really annoyed by that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the decision behind it is. I know that I wasn't happy about it because I don't think we're gonna get another Mediterranean world. But anyways, we did not have the typical blue to go with, and I kind of liked the pink. The swatches came with like the pink, the bell, the church bells, and the church, tower came with the pink, and it's not like bright pink. It's kind of more of a dusty rose, if you will. And I kind of liked it, even though anyone who knows me knows I'm not a pink person. I'm the exact opposite. I don't know, for whatever reason, I kind of digged it. So we went with the pink. And now let's talk about a bit about the rest of the area. So you have the church, and you will see it a bit later on. I made a little cute walkway for the bride to walk like on the aisle to get married. I thought that was super cute. And it's like with wooden boards. I really like it. And the entire wedding venue thingy, like where you get married, is outside. Usually now when you have a wedding church, you would imagine that the wedding will get held inside the church. However, because the island churches, at least in Greece, they're so small, you don't have enough space to feed your guests. So what they do is, plus the view is amazing, so what you do is you have the wedding outside. And this is what we did here. We made a cute area on the front, as you can see here, with the arch and the aisle with the rose petals and some flowers and some candles, and went with more of a rustic bohemian style, I want to say, for the wedding. You have the wooden log benches, which I really liked. I was really happy with those. And here is the second area. This is the party area, which I really like. I think it looks really pretty, but not as a whole, because I don't really love how it blends with the rest of the building. However, I wasn't sure how to make it blend. Like, I don't think it would look remotely different in real life, to be honest, other than like a raised platform. So I'm not 100% set on that. It feels like they're two separate things, even though they do blend together. I don't know, but I love this area. This is the area where you're going to have the dinner, you're going to have to cut the cake, and you can see this is the guest table, which is laid with, again, rose petals, roses, and candles. You have the stage, where, of course, the bride and groom are going to do their first dance, and then you're going to have some dancing. and we decided on using the DJ booth because I love the idea of having live instruments, but I feel like it's kind of too much on a live wedding, on a beach wedding. So we went for a DJ booth, and you have, of course, your wedding married, or like your couple, I don't know, the couple who's getting married table. I'm not sure how it's called. I'm sure it has a proper name, but I don't know what the name is. And what else? We have, of course, bartender bar. And personally, I don't get to have a lot of marriages in The Sims. I'm getting too lazy, so I always make my Sims elope. However, when I did have marriages, I would do a lot of planning. And what I would usually do is make my Sim like the wedding cake and the food that they're going to serve at the wedding, like all of that, it will be done at home, and I will just bring it to the venue, because usually it's not required for the venue to have a kitchen. So it's like the goal for the wedding is to have and cut the cake, but you wouldn't have a space to cut the cake. Like, you wouldn't have cake. So I was contemplating if I want to add like a secret kitchen. I've done that to all my wedding venues. I add like a secret kitchen, and then we would have a buffet table and whatnot. However, I realized that the table that came with the Sims Wedding Stories, there's like a banquet table. You can just serve the food. And personally, again, I'm too lazy. I don't know about you, but I really preferred that over having like a cook to cook stuff, because the stuff wouldn't be good. So that banquet table kind of reminds me of a buffet. And I was really excited about that, because I think that's way easier. And like, you won't have to hire a chef, and just you won't have to stress if the chef cooks grilled cheese for like the wedding day and whatnot, or like cook, if they cook, how's it called, like the cake, the hamburger cake. It's just, it works. So that was way easier, and we have that table. And on top of that table, there is a fountain, like a chocolate fountain. I'm not happy about that, but I guess that's how it works. Like, I don't love the fact that the wedding, or like the chocolate fountain, is from Luxury Party. It's just, it's a reused item. I'm not happy about that. And as you can see, this is the walkway I was talking about, and those wooden pillars are on the, how's it called, like not the ground floor, the basement. They're on the basement, because otherwise the Sims wouldn't be able to climb up this little hill. And now it works, and they look pretty and whatnot. And then I realized that I have an issue. I don't like this area. Like, I wanted to use, obviously, like a stone thingy. It didn't work well, because I didn't like any of the stone path options, like the ones you paint. They all looked bad. And I loved these, I don't know, stones that came with cottage living, and they have like little flowers, and they are so pretty. So we're making a little elevated area, and I think it works really well, because I put this area in stilts, and it just makes sense. Over the one side you have it on stilts, and the other side you have rocks, so it's kind of like a cliff. And also this beach has beautiful sunrise. You will see it in the pictures. I was so happy. It looked so pretty, so pretty. And something else that I like to do when my Sims are getting married is take a lot of photos, because if I'm getting through all the trouble to actually get them married and just change their outfits and invite people and just put all the effort for the wedding, I want them to have the wedding and then have pictures of the wedding. So what I would usually do is just have a designated Sim who is a photographer, or just I would sit a photographer into the family. But I'm not really into that. And I was also getting too lazy taking pictures and just having, I don't think the pictures end up looking nicely. So what I did here is I made 3 photography spots, and I'm really proud of that, because I've done one of them in a previous build, and I really loved it. So we have 3 photography spots. You will see them a bit later. One of them is when people are dancing, I think that's a really cute spot to take photos, like of the guests and whatnot, and you also have the table, and you also have the fairy lights, and I was really happy with that. Plus, oh my god, I got really dizzy all of a sudden, excuse me. Whew, that was not fun. What I was saying, sorry. Oh, I really blanked. What I did, on top of the dance stage, there is like a hidden famous scene from Get Together. It's Get Together, it's Get Famous, it's Get Famous. So you can set that to be whatever you want. We have one there, which I set to confetti, because I don't know, I felt like it's pretty, it's cute, like confetti falls while you're dancing. And then we have a second one hidden in the art, which is set to rose petals. And then a third one on one of the photography spots, which is also set to rose petals. Now, I also included the special effects machine, control machine, I don't know, like from Get Together, from Get Famous. Sorry, so you can control all the effects and you won't have to actually search for them. You will see that inside the church. And I don't know, I think while you're getting married, taking photos with rose petals falling, like, this is everything. I don't want anything else in life. It's so pretty. So this is one of the spots we're getting photographed at. I made a little heart with candles. You see now I'm replacing the candles because the ones from Dinah did not work. The Sims couldn't just be placed there. And we're using the mechanism that was added with Mosino Staff Pack. Which now I get it. It's a staff pack. It's a very niche staff pack. I don't really like the items of it. I never use them. But I think the mechanism to take photos is really useful. So you have the little photo pedestal tripod thingy. And then we also have the little markers. So you can have your Sims stand there and take photos. The one where the heart is, I made some changes. And 5 Sims can stand there. So my idea was you can have like the father and the mother of the groom and whatnot, and like the little flower girl, and just, have some variety of Sims to showcase the family, if you will. And this is more of the happy couple picture that is so cute. You have, if you take the screenshots, or I guess the photos during nighttime, you have like the moon in the back, you have the rose petals in the ground, rose petals falling, it's an art, and you have like these, I don't know, the leaves, how they're called, they have a name, I'm sorry, I can't recall it right now, like the plants, which definitely match the bohemian vibe, and I'm really happy with that. The other one again is in the third one on the dance stage, and I don't know, I'm really happy with those. So we now moved on the inside. The inside has the special effects machine. We have access to the, how do you call, like the bathrooms. By the way, I know that the FPS are terrible right now. I don't know. This is a known bug that affects the Sims forever. And it's like the simulation bug. When you go into simulation and then switch back to build mode, the FPS just die. And just, it fixes itself over time, but just, it's really frustrating. So sorry for that part. Anyways, I hate that bug. Now we moved into the church, and I had no idea what to do here. I'm not gonna lie to you, absolutely no idea, because I wanted it to be kind of like a church, but I did not want it to be like the Greek church, because not Greek, just Orthodox churches, no. And I did not want it to be like a Catholic church either, because it wouldn't make sense if you decorate it as a Catholic church, since the exterior isn't Catholic-y, if you will. So I don't know what this is. I have no clue. It's a thing. I don't know. I know for the fact that I did not want to add random pictures of Sims to be like priests and whatever. So it is what it is. I really struggled on that one. But yeah, anyways, what else is left? Oh yeah, I also made the beats look like an actual beat, if you will. Like we have For example, some, how are they called? Like the things that you sunbathe in? Lounge chairs. And some umbrellas, which by the way are from the bag. And I was so happy when I found them. And the rocks are from the bag. I was the happiest person you've ever seen, because I was able to use the bag from the pack. And yeah, here are the toilets. I did not want to make anything fancy of them. It's just some boring old toilets. But yeah, we'll jump into the screenshots in a bit. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy with everything. If you want to download the build, it will be available on Wednesday when the pack goes live, and you can see, like, it's so pretty. Here's the spot of photography, and you can see, I don't know, you can see everything. You can see here's the picture, and you can see the entire building, and how the spots like those are actually screenshots of the picture that their sims were taking. I don't know. I'm really happy with that. I really hope you like it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you have an amazing day. And take care. Bye.